Hey guys, well first, thanks for following along. I see some of you guys that watch my videos and make comments right away, and I appreciate that. I'm just an old man yabbering about bikes and my adventures with my bikes and bike stuff I like and that type of thing. And I enjoy it because I ride alone. I spend most of the time riding by myself and seeking out my own adventures, just because I don't know where they're going to lead me, and I don't want to, have to meet a group of guys to go explore with. I could do that with my brother or my son or something like that, and hopefully I'll get to that day when I'm closer to retirement I could do that. But working Monday through Friday like most of us, that brings me to my next topic. And what I'd like to say is, we have choices in life, and we choose our own destiny in a way, but sometimes circumstance kind of directs us into a destiny, maybe a destiny that we didn't want. And I chose to keep riding, keep pedaling, keep pushing myself. And I have friends that because of whatever circumstances, kids, job, moving, bankruptcy, whatever, they've had to adapt to that, and maybe they stopped riding for years and even stopped everything. I have always rode my bikes. I've always gone to the gym or worked out at home with my own gym equipment and kept pretty consistent. Even through COVID, I was when nobody was going outside, I was working out inside. So that's just me, but everybody has their own unique take on life and unique way that they've had to adapt to life. So what I'm saying is, if you are watching my channel because you are getting back into biking, or you are new to biking, I wouldn't consider myself one to watch if you're new to biking, because I don't really give a lot of beginner advice. But let's say you're getting back into biking, I would say give yourself some time to reacclimate. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, is reacclimation. And now I've stuck with my bikes with SPDs. I've stuck with longer cranks. Although I'm considering going to 160 or 165, but those are those honking 175s that are from 10 years ago. So I haven't changed those yet. I always ahead of the curve when I was going real wide on my rims, and those are real wide rims. I was doing I-30 rims back when they were unheard of, but that's just me. I've always kind of looked into things like that. Bars, I gradually got to the wider bars. The bars I originally had on my older bikes were like 640 or 680, and then I've kind of landed on 780s. I've also landed on 50 millimeter stems. I had a 70 millimeter stem before this, and then I remember the days when I had a 90 millimeter stem. So, and that was on a mountain bike. I've never been a road biker, and then gravel bike, just kind of came out recently, and then that's when I got into gravel biking. So, let's talk about reacclimation. So, for one thing, I think biking is a lot of acclimation and reacclimation, but if you're getting back into it, because pedaling is not comfortable. It's not something that, yes, I do look forward to the climbs. I do look forward to getting the workout in to a point. Like if you guys watched my videos from the other day, that sucked, dude. Riding up that trail into Hunga sucked. And riding down it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Those Kenda tires worked amazing, and then kept traction the whole way down. I didn't slip out at all. So hats off to Kenda with those tires. They were amazing. So I made it down alive. As you guys saw this series of videos, it didn't crash at all, which is nice. I didn't open it up at all. I don't feel comfortable opening it up on a dirt descent on drop bars. I just never have. I guess that's again acclimation. I never acclimated to that. My friend, who's a really good gravel biker, he'll go fast on his drops, inside his drops, on a real steep trail descent. I don't know how he does it, but he's that good, and he's acclimated to it, I guess. He's also someone who's the fastest I know on mountain bikes, but he was also a moto racer too. He raced those you know, those cafe style motorcycles that you drag your knee around the corners. So he's pretty fearless. Anyway, I'm not that fearless, and I never even came close to doing anything that extreme. So you got to do you. And I think as we get older, we get a little stronger with our self-preservation desire to not do anything too extreme. That's why you see the 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 16-year-old downhill racers just pegging it and just literally getting close to the same times as the pros in their junior class. It's just amazing. And they, just like that young skateboarders you see that are 13 years old, doing some crazy suicide drop-ins and kick flips off the lip of a pool. They're into it and fearless. And yes, they've fallen hundreds of times, just like you and I have as a kid, but they're resilient and they can get back up and they're fine. Now when I fall, I'm not that resilient. It takes a while. The pain lingers right now. It doesn't just go away. I can't just walk it off like the coaches used to tell you, and after you get, you know, tackled in football and they mess up your knee or something, coach, oh, walk it off. It's tough. So what I'm saying is acclimate or reacclimate. Take your time getting to know your bike, know your brakes, know your shifting, and know everything about that reintroduction to the sport that you really want to get into, and invest the time into it. You have to invest the time into it to make it worth your while. There's this thing with tennis, and I don't know if any of you guys play tennis, but they say timing is everything. And why my son became really good and I became good when I was his age in tennis is because I did it every day. And there's something about when you do something every day, your timing just gets solid, and your hand-eye coordination just gets so much more fine-tuned. So you need the same thing with biking, and you can get there. We are amazing creatures as far as humans have the ability to stay fit and active for a long time. So don't succumb to people telling you don't try that, don't do that, because you're already 50, 60. Just do it, and don't settle for doing something that's beneath you and feel, oh well, I guess I'll never ride a mountain bike again. Maybe I should just get a ATV or something like that, and then I can enjoy it. And you're missing out if you are coming back to biking and you really want to come to biking. Do it. And that's all I'm going to say. Talk to you later.